What's good, YouTube? Gonna be posting a video shortly, and I wanted to give some context to the video. I'll make another video explaining it more later, but just wanted to hop on here real quick. Um, over the years, you've heard me talk of the Brighton. What's good, Jonathan? You've heard me talk of the Brighton, New York Police Department, and I got to be honest. I got a lot of respect for a lot of the officers there. Mark Skidmore, great officer. Even the chief of police, Mark Henderson. We've had obviously some disagreements as far as it's not about being best friends with anyone. It's about a mutual respect. You know what I mean? And what's good, Red? What's good, Yard? Like your couple new videos. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate that. 413 Massachusetts. What's good, Christopher? We got Mass in the house. Thank you for tuning in, logging in, tuning in. Big shout out to Yeah Right and his family. What's good? What's good, Nate? What is good? I'm sorry, trying to see all these messages popping up. Keep it real, 100%, always. So listen, because I really, really, really don't want this to be in any way, shape, or form in any way, and I mean this, bashing the Brighton, New York Police Department. I also got to be honest. What just happened was very, very disturbing, and I'll tell you why. When my daughter was threatened by an ex-con, okay, with a mile-long a criminal rap, when my kids have been stalked, when I've reached out to basically all the law enforcement agencies in Brighton has a good force as far as I know. They do. Somebody said Brighton has a good force. And that's why I said I want to be very careful here, because my whole thing, like I encourage people to do, what's good, Johnny? Johnny in Arizona, rock for life. Much love. Much love to you, my man. Thank you for tuning in from Arizona. I really want to be careful how I say this because, again, there are some good officers on the Brighton, New York police force. There really is. And they've treated me and my kids with respect. But at the same time, being who I am and doing what I do and being, somebody who has been threatened, all you have to go is go on the YouTube and see how, the disturbed individuals, everything they send me, all these threatening messages, the stalking. And, what I find ironic is that I've reached out to several police forces over the years, several police agencies, including the Brighton, New York Police Department. I mean, I'm not going to lie about it, including the Brighton, New York Police Department. And I've been told that literally, I've had a couple officers. I'm not going to name names or whatever right now. That's in the past. But I basically was told, nothing they could do. It was free speech. And, so basically, my family has been threatened. I've been threatened. I've been stalked. My daughter has been threatened. And over the years, no agency, including Brighton, but not just Brighton. Again, it's not to bash Brighton. No agency has done anything about it. So the only thing that I can do, and I encourage, how am I going to be an activist like I am and encourage each and every one of you to document any police interaction, but then I'm not going to do it myself? That wouldn't make sense, right? So that's what I'm about, documenting every police interaction that there is. And that's what I recommend each and every one of you do. So it was weird, my son had a practice. I was actually headed to pick up my son. They have a school day off tomorrow here in Brighton. And for those not familiar, I know Johnny's from the Rock, like he said, Rock for Life. But I know he's in Arizona, and my man is in Massachusetts, and we got viewers overseas that'll watch this later. And just so everyone knows, Brighton, again, if you're not too familiar with it, Brighton, New York is a suburb of Rochester, New York. It's a town just outside of Rochester, New York. And so, I was on my way actually to get my son, and then he calls me and basically tells me that there's no need. He's on his way home. He's on his way home on his bike, which I'm not a fan of. I won't get into that now. I'm not a fan of the whole riding a bike at night, but, he's a teenager, and, We were all young at one point, right? And I did the same thing. So I wish he would have waited for me. That's where I was headed. But long story short, when I pull into my home, I noticed basically some bright lights behind me, and you know, the video starts. I had a little technical difficulty. I'm not going to get into with my own phone, of course. That's how it is. You know, that's how things happen. Of all times, you know, when I need when I needed the phone, um, and I couldn't get to my backup camera in time. So basically, the video will start. I actually recorded it off my son's phone because my son was literally pulling in when I pulled in, and it was just really strange. I'm not going to tell you everything on the video because the whole point is to watch the video. But I wanted to try to do a little bit of context and again document the officer. This is what I noticed. The officer seemed extremely nervous, and so when you watch the video yourself, that right there was disturbing in the sense, like, you know, I really didn't get an explanation why he was following me. Basically, like the title says, a Brighton, New York police officer followed me all the way home and then was super nervous when basically I asked him, why are you following me? And, you know, you could visibly see, maybe me because I'm more used to the interaction. For me, it was clear. I don't know what you guys and girls will think when you see it, but enough talking. I'm going to get off on here and I'm going to upload the video. And again, in no way, shape, or form is this meant to bash the Brighton, New York Police Department. Not at all. To be honest, you know, no police agency is perfect. No human being is perfect. But for the majority, the Brighton, New York Police Department has always, you know, been, you know, professional. Again, no police agency is perfect. There's been incidents with every police agency. But as far as, you know, for example, I would never compare them to the RPD. You know, not even close. The truth is that officers here have treated me with respect. They wave to me. They'll talk to me. Not about the whole Davy V thing. The reason I love, and I literally, this is a strong word I don't use often. The reason I love this individual police officer, Brighton, New York police officer, Mark Skidmore, is because he reminds me, I even wrote about him. You know I like a cop if I write about him on my blog. So go check my blog. Go Google right now, Davy V, Mark Skidmore. Skidmore, Skidmore. And you'll see that, you know, you'll see why I you know, literally, you know, why this police officer has so much respect for me, because he's giving me respect. And it's funny, when I do see Mark Skidmore, he will basically, he always tells me, it's like, Davey, you know, when we talk, it's not about who you are and what you do and the whole Davy V thing. And that's what I like. I like people that treat me with the respect from one father to another. We're both fathers. We're both grown men. And it's always shown me the utmost respect. And I don't know, I think he's got better things to do than to watch this video. But I know him and his family have seen the blog when I wrote the blog about him. And I don't know, hopefully maybe he'll see it, because if you're watching this, Mark, I got a lot of respect for you, and you know I do. And I just find it disturbing what one of your officers, or even if the chief has told me he watches my channel. So I really need an explanation to that, Chief, why your officer would follow me home, and then why he would behave in such a nervous way, clearly, visibly, you know, just nervous. And that was kind of disturbing, because again, I'm not trying to bash in any way, shape, or form the Brighton, New York Police Department, but ironically, when I've needed law enforcement, okay, when my children have been threatened, when I've been threatened, you know, they haven't been there, you know. And so I just find it interesting that I'm coming to my home, you know what I mean? And my son is behind me, and that a Brighton, New York police officer would, you know, for some reason, I got the feeling that he just didn't want to say why he was following me. And we can fill in the blanks, and I don't want to speculate. I don't want to guess. So if the chief wants to reach out, if somebody wants to reach out, if Lieutenant Mike Desane at Brighton, another gentleman, another true gentleman, or Sergeant Brutska, or, you know, all the guys who have treated me, and some women on the force, treated me with respect. Again, this is not about bashing the Brighton, New York Police Department, but it's about documenting what happens. And, you know, again, I encourage each and every one of you to you know, document any interaction with police, and that's what I'm doing. So, but listen, I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Um, what's good, John? Do a couple little shout outs here before I get off. Again, I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna upload this video. It's about 3 minutes long, give or take. And again, it's more Davey, stay safe. No doubt, Chris. What's good, Chris? Got 585 in the house. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know I'm still getting used to the shaving thing. Everybody knows by now I lost the bet. What's good, Dubs? What up? Dubs says, what up, Davey? Dubs, where you tuning in from? Angel. What's good, Angel? Angel Vega. What up, Dave? Dubs and Angel, where you guys tuning in from? I always like to know. You don't got to say the specific town or city, but state will be good. Oh, Dubs is in Brighton. Okay, wow. Not only in the Rock, basically, but in Brighton. The police is corrupt because it was built off oppression. Angels in Rochester. No doubt. DJ Duke. Okay. Thank you for watching, Angel. Muchas gracias. Irondequoit. Okay, Angels in Irondequoit. Oh, we got Orleans County. Bob. What's good, Bob? We got Orleans County in the house. Angel said, yes, sir, Irondequoit. I appreciate it. Muchas gracias. All right, everyone. I'm going to get off here. And again, I wasn't even planning on doing a live. And again, shout out to my man, Yeah Right, and his family. All right, so I'm going to get off on here. Angel said, be safe out there. You too, my brother. Thank you, pa. Stay tuned. I'll be uploading the video soon. And again, it's just a document. I really don't understand. So somebody, Chief, if you're watching, Officer Skidmore, you know I got a lot of respect for you. Somebody could maybe explain to me what that was about. That was just very, very odd, very disturbing, late at night to be followed to your home and then to have the officer, you know, be nervous like that. That's not a good look, guys. It's really not. Good night, everyone. Peace.